just throw everything away and learn this secure party creditor when we haven't learned how to maintain the wealth and grow wealth. It's not a overnight thing. The way that we are conducting ourselves in business, understand that business can possibly be done like this to us, and not in a negative way, but think about it full circle. um because we could once our businesses get up, we could run the businesses that we accept an A for V for, or we accept a signature for, or that we do it in a way that does not bind people and harm people, right? We could do that, but we're not. Don't keep putting yourself in harm's way unknowingly, because see, when I was doing what I was doing it um ignorance, but thinking I'm moving within wisdom. So I was moving with the wisdom that I had, but ignorant of what I just didn't know, what I didn't know, and it got me jammed up a few times. And I just don't want that to happen to you guys. And you guys have that moment where you're like, but I've been studying, because I'm telling y'all how silly I felt when I was speaking to these authorities, talking to them about my studying and how learned I am, and all the books that I have, and all the files that I have, and all the people that I've been talking to, and all this. None of that means nothing in our little bitty world. None of that means nothing to them when they're ready to lock your behind up and let the judge figure it out. They don't care. They'll let the judge figure it out. I don't want you away from your family looking more silly to the family that already didn't believe what you was talking about, and now you sit in jail wanting them to get you out. And they like, where that stuff at that you was learning? Okay, where's that person at? Tell them to come get you. We don't like that. So I just wanted to like I said, I started off to walk through an A for V. I mean, I could still do it for those who want to do A for V for certain stuff, but my credit, I got rid of all the riffraff, and then we'll bring this to a close here in a second. But I got rid of all the easy debt that was just like, yeah, let's take that off, and I'm leaving the things that I want to pay for, so that I can get my credit to that 850 score. Once my credit is at an 850 score, I can utilize you can utilize these trade lines as tools, use money as a tool, use your credit report. These things that we are using as tools to help us fund our trust later. We're using the things as a tool to get the credit that we need, to be able to get the lines of credit that we need, so that we can support the projects that we need. And a project could be us building our own home. It could be us doing something in the community. Our wealth is stored up with the wicked. But we have to unlock it a certain way. We're not going to unlock it doing an A for V. We're not going to unlock our wealth doing A for V's and doing accepted for values and signature guarantees. We're not going to get our wealth like that. You know what I mean? So I'm all about the wealth. I'm all about doing this for real, for real. This is not a personality that I'm doing. This is not just for likes, if you will. I share with you guys my experience. I bring you along my journey. I try to give you the real. I try to give you another perspective. And this new way that I'm going, you guys, it's fruitful. It's fruitful. I'm literally almost debt free. Like, I'm literally like almost debt free. Not clear my report so you can't see all the stuff. I am actually paying my debts. And even I know when I say that, they're like, what? We don't have any debt. But there are things that there's agreements that I've made in a system that's wanting to run a certain way. So I am being responsible because I'm utilizing this system. I'm going to utilize it in the correct way. And I will get rewarded for that. There's a reward for utilizing their system the way they want you to use it. And we've been just kind of looking at how they're getting over on us and how they're getting a better benefit out of it than we are. But we're not looking at the benefits that we can get from utilizing their system, right? I know there's some big bills out there, y'all. There's some of us that have $10,000, $9,000, $8,000 bills. Honestly, there is a budget strategy that you can use to start paying that off. And $10,000, if you're able to pay a certain amount, 500, and just every month, like Pac-Man, eat that bill up, baby, you gonna get to the end and it's gonna feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's the new flex. The new flex is paying off those big debts, getting that credit right, acquiring things, then putting them in the trust. When you acquire the new house, that new car, because your credit was right and you either got it off your personal credit or maybe you got it under business credit. Either one, when you get the asset, then put the asset under the trust, right? When you get that business, put that under the trust. When you get the stuff, get the baby. What? I'm not gonna speak on it. But when you get that stuff, then you put it under the trust, and then it's safe, you know. But let's switch from giving away all our tools and resources to help us get there. And when I say let's stop giving those things away, when you're just clearing all your debt doing this stuff, when you're just not paying the stuff, you're also cheating yourself out of good payment history. You're also cheating yourself out of good rates. You're putting yourself in the zone to be targeted by predatory lenders, predatory practices. You end up a lot of times in desperate situations, having to make ignorant decisions. And ignorance doesn't have to be like you ignorant. It just means you don't have all the knowledge, right? And this system has made, especially people of color, have made us very ignorant. And they've also made ignorance like our culture, to not know this stuff. But I'm gonna share with you guys the things that I'm learning. If you want to hear more on that and like kind of like where I'm going with this, let me know. I was nervous about bringing it to you guys like this because I know you know, in the realm of study, the things that I'm talking about is like shunned, but I see the light. And to be honest, it's silly. Now I feel silly for not taking better care of these things and being led to look at them from such a negative perspective that it was literally keeping me bound. It's keeping me bound. So I'm liberating you guys. I'm freeing you guys. I'm breaking off any spells, any incantations, any word curses, anything over our mind that's keeping us limited. I'm breaking that off of us right now. I thank you that we are able to see clearly. I thank you from the creator of creation, the one that knows all of this, the engineer of all of this, that can turn all of this into for our good, right? The one who created us to trample on scorpions, and scorpions means hardships and agents of the Antichrist. So we are made to trample over that. We're made to overcome. So none of this stuff is bigger than us. It feels bigger than us, but none of it is bigger than us. We can really work together to kind of get stuff moving and shaking. Reach out to me. I told you I'm certified to rehabilitate. I'm certified to rehabilitate people after trauma. So that's mental trauma, that's addiction, that's anything. bipolar, depression, anxiety, PTSD. I already said schizophrenia, any psychiatric stuff. And I always say that slavery, Western slavery, we need to stop calling it slavery. It was human trafficking. We were trafficked here. We are trafficked survivors, and the trauma behind being trafficked and a whole culture discriminating against us and partnering together to keep us out of benefits and our civil rights, and not being able to have access to the stuff that we need. It's strategic that we don't have access to the things that we need. So what I want to do with Melanation, with this channel, is to kind of bring in these professionals, these people, and help give us the knowledge that we need to know to really navigate through this American system, this system that eats people. We are made to overcome it. So we're going to be using these strategies to overcome this system, not to run from it, not to hide from it, but to stand firm, stand strong. And because once we've done all we can do, all we do is stand. So I'm wanting to get us to a point where all we do is just stand on it. So if there's any specifics that you guys want to hear about, let me know. I'm going to start bringing on some people to talk with you guys. In September, we're going to be doing an interview with an ex-debt collector to see what goodies he can tell us about anything that doing with debt collection. He said he was in it for 13 years. So y'all know he's a master and he knows what he knows. So we want to find out what he knows, how it can help us on our journey to fund our trust, okay? To fund our trust, to get out of debt, get out of poverty. We're breaking the curse of poverty. We're breaking the mindset of poverty. We're breaking it off, okay? We are above and not below. And then I also wanted to bring a mental health professional on and talk about the connection between our mental health and our financial health, because they're so tied. I know I was in a really hard, dark place with my mental health, and finances and all that stuff was such a trigger for me. So working through some of my mental health things, and just learning how to handle, all this, learning how to thrive and still feel valued in a system that profits off of our pain. So it's everywhere, right? And so once I got the tools to overcome that, now I'm brave. I'm courageous. I'm coming with it, right? And I'm taking anybody who's coming with me. So if you're down and you got questions, reach out. Melanation4409@gmail.com. That's the new email if y'all want to catch me. The other one, it's still active, still open. It's at capacity, so I'm switching over to a new one. Find us on Facebook. We are on Instagram, and I believe I'm also on TikTok. I'm doing my best to make sure I'm in all these places for you guys. Stay tuned for more. Let me know what other professions that you would like me to interview on here, and I'm going to start putting them together. I have great connections, great resources, great people that want to connect and want to share. And hopefully this is the channel. So I'm going to be out here. Got to get on with the day. I am praying for all of you guys to have a beautiful day, a blessed day, that new revelations come, new downloads come. It's inspiring. You get a new walk, a new song. I just pray joy. I'm sending joy, because our joy is our strength. And when we have so much joy, it doesn't matter what comes our way. Our joy can overcome it, because everything is just a process. It's really just a process. All right, y'all. I'll leave you with that. Peace, love, and talk to you soon.